up, my YouTube? So I've decided to pick up on my diary entries so I can open up about my everyday thinking about, my healing, whatever it is. If there's any questions you guys have, if there's a topic I've noticed that the world has in common, I've noticed that a lot of the signs have been picking up, and a lot of my gifts have been picking up as well. Um, First, they started with my mental health, and then obviously with my healing, they have gotten better. I'm not gonna lie, it has been hard. It is a hard journey, especially with the whole healing, the shadow work, healing your inner child, healing your inner teen, and then your young adult. Like, dude, there's a lot of steps to this. There's so many steps, there's so many levels, there's so many like outlooks, perspectives, and all of them are correct and none of them are correct. Like, it all just depends on you. And that's basically the hardest part. That a lot of us who do suffer from mental health, I've noticed that we are the ones that carry all these gifts. We are the ones that usually are labeled as crazy, etc., etc. But we do bring different wisdom. We bring different knowledge to the world. Like, there's unexplainable things that we understand that nobody else understands, and that we're still being studied and tested, and they're still, with the medications, therapies, this whole healing, like all of it is experimented, dude. Like, we're still learning as we're evolving. Like, nothing is 100% ever gonna be good, but you know, we're trying. Okay, now that with that long ass intro, my first diary entry, I don't want to get too personal yet with a lot of my personal life. No shit. Porque obviously there's a lot of things that are still happening within my life that are not resolved, and I am not at liberty to speak to the public about. But what I do want to talk about for my first video entry, kind of to get some healing out and get some kind of my frustration under control, is basically with the whole suicide thing. I know that a lot of us have had suicidal thoughts. A lot of us have had postpartum depression who that led to these suicidal thoughts. And honestly, I've had both. I've had severe depression and I've had postpartum depression. And let me tell you, postpartum depression is like 10 times worse than the most severe depression I've ever had. So if you are a new mom and you are going through postpartum depression, I am so sorry that you had to experience this and that you had to live through this, because I know that it's not easy. Every day is a constant battle. And for all of us that suffer from depression and suicidal thoughts, I know it's a constant battle. And the most annoying thing that we have people saying is like, oh, they don't want to die, they just want the problems to end, or like, they're just so weak minded. No, it's not that we're weak minded, it's just that our surroundings were so shitty that they put us under so much fucking stress that now we're like chaos within. And every time we feel peace, it becomes a trigger. For a lot of us, it's a different triggers, different reasons, but for me personally, every time I feel peace, it becomes a trigger. Um, So back to the suicidal thoughts. Sorry, I got a phone call. There has been so many times where I have personally felt suicidal in the past. Not only with my postpartum depression, but like also during my regular episodes of depression. So it's a constant battle and a constant anger and a constant fight and a constant disappointment with myself for not being able to feel normal or not being able to see the joy, even though I know I have blessings, I see them, but like, why don't I feel them? Like that was my issue, and a lot of the times I knew that my brain had an imbalance of chemicals, obviously, but like I did not want to take medications for my own personal reasons. Like everything I watched my mom go through with medications, with cancer, with everything, it really fucked me up to the point where I do not take medications unless I am like dying. So for headache pills, nope. I don't take headache pills. I don't take painkillers. I don't take nothing unless I'm like at the doctor ready to get operated and I have to. So like that's how severe my traumas went, to the point where I didn't even take um, headache pills. But when I was feeling suicidal, that was the only time I would be popping stuff, or I would be reckless and, you know, doing things out of my norm. Uh, so for a lot of us that are struggling to get out of depression, I haven't had depression, let's see, in a long time. It took me years. I'm not gonna lie, it did take a lot of years to pull myself out, but a lot of the shadow work, a lot of the understanding, it helped me pull myself out of this everyday thought, because it was beginning to be like an everyday thing. And honestly, I was completely blessed at the time. I didn't have a need to feel suicidal. Like I was well taken care of. I had my kids were very healthy. Like there was no problems at the time. So all of these episodes that would come and go were for no reason. But then when I started my spiritual journey and I started noticing that I was picking up vibrations, that I was picking up on other people's moods, that I was you know, projecting, like it started to make sense to me. So this is why I tell everybody, like, it doesn't have anything to do with religion. It has everything to do with yourself and your spirituality and saving your own soul. And I don't mean for the afterlife, because whether or not you believe there's an afterlife, like I don't care. It's just I'm trying to help you right now. And the right now, the best thing you can do is heal and love yourself and take care of yourself the way that you want others to take care of you. Because by you waiting for somebody to come in and take care of you a certain way, nobody's going to know how, because you need to teach people how you like to be taken care of. You need to teach people how you like to be appreciated, how you like to be loved, how you like to be listened to. Speak up, learn how to speak up. And even if it's something that you need to work on little by little, take it one day at a time. With the suicide, the same thing. If you have nobody to talk to reach out, like follow me on fucking TikTok. Like I'm trying to build a community for all of us to support each other and be there for one another. All of us from different paths of life, everybody from hard backgrounds, like not easy paths, you know, like we've all messed up one way or another, whether it was bad sins, really huge, worse sins, but like we all need a chance. And this is the chance that I'm trying to bring to the world, is another opportunity to heal yourself. It doesn't matter what type of demon you consider yourself to be, or on what type of healing level you already are. Like I am trying to help everybody parejos. Like, you know, like people that I don't even like, I'm trying to help, because I know that they check up on me and they keep popping up and like, hey, what's up? Like I hope you're doing good. Like from the bottom of my heart, like I know that you're still checking up for a reason. And if you're still checking up for a reason, like I hope you do pick up something good, and that you're not just throwing all that hate for nothing, because I am sure that I'm planting a seed out there for somebody, and I hope that you're the one that picks it up and starts watering your own plant, so the day of tomorrow you have no more suicidal thoughts. But you need to start your shadow work. Learn what makes you sad, why does it make you sad, how can you cope with it, how can you release it. And if you have any other questions, like I am here, a lot of my other lone wolves are here. Like follow us on TikTok. Like we're trying to build this community to support each other, and we are waiting for you and trying to teach you how you can learn your own gifts too within.